Welcome back, guys. Today we're doing the donuts. So let's get to it. Open the box. I'm going to cut the bag open. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this open since it's our placemat for our candy. And then we're going to cut them up into threes. Placemat cut. So that's the first one, I believe. So we got this one, and I believe that's it. Nope, we got one more right here. Perfect. And we got the third one. Now that we got all three pieces, let's get on to cooking. So we got all of our candy. First, we got to cut the plastic. Now that we have them all cut into our pieces and our measuring cup, now let's get to cooking. All right, so first what we're going to do is we're going to start with the orange packet, and it is going to be, I'm going to move this to the side. We're going to put it into this mixing. We're going to use this as our measuring. So recall it's for 3, so we're going to use 3. Oop. 1, 2, and 3. We rip it open, and then we pour it in. Perfect. Alright, so what we're doing is we're making the vanilla dough for the vanilla cookie. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it on up. Make sure we get everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to form it in our hands so it gets it all mixed together. Perfect. Perfect. Now we got all the excess, we're going to form the ball. Now that's all mixed together, we have our ball, and on to the next step. After we have our ball, we're going to cut it in half. Perfect. I set this one aside. We're going to roll it until it looks like a Tootsie Roll. My hands are ginormous. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this dough into our molds. So then we're going to mash them down. Make sure they're all equally leveled. It would help if I did roll it into a Tootsie Roll, but I didn't. But it's like Bob Ross where he says, happy little accidents. Now that we got it all done, all molds are filled. Alright, now that they're cooked, do a little sniffy sniff. Smells actually pretty good. I'm excited for this one. I'm going to pop it out, just like that. So now that we got the vanilla done, we're going to move on to the chocolate. So, just like we did with the vanilla, we're going to use 3 scoops. And 3. Perfect. Now that we got our water, I'm going to put the chocolate in. Chocolate. And we're going to mix. Perfect. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing, roll it in our hands. We're going to roll it. Split it in half. Now this one looks like a Tootsie Roll. And then put it into our molds. And then we're going to put it into the microwave for 20 seconds. And then we wait. Smells just like brownies. Plop them down. Boom. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the icing. So we got the blue icing and we got the pink icing. And we're going to put it in to this. Alright, so we'll start with the blue. So we're going to put the powder in first. And it calls for 1 scoop. And then we'll mix. And there you go. There's the icing. And then we move on to the pink. And this calls for 1 scoop as well. Perfect. Now that we got the white and pink icing done, we're going to move on to the chocolate. We're going to put this into here. I'm going to flatten it. It calls for 1 water. And then in goes the chocolate. Getting it everywhere. Alright, and then we mix. You need to squeeze it all the way to the edge. Trying to get as much as the chocolate. Trying to mix with your hands just a little bit. Make sure you get all the sugar. And then squeeze it all to the edges. And just like that. You want to spin on the top. And then we make a little piping bag. Then we're going to cut the tip just like that. Perfect. Then we have our toppings. So I'm going to pour the toppings in. We get to decorating. This is the fun part. So we have a couple of designs here. Let's try and make a few. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the top left. Let's go ahead and do that one right there. Alright, so it's asking for the chocolate with a little bit of vanilla and a little fudge on top and some sprinkles. Take some of that. Now I'm no pastry artist, but that looks pretty good to me. So let's get the toppings. What we're going to do is we're going to put the icing on top as well. So try my best. Bird. Then put little sprinkles. I'm going to grab it and sprinkle a little top on top. Just like that. Our first donut. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the pink icing. Alright. Amazing icing skills. So we're going to do one side the chocolate, one side the pink frosting. And then you're going to sprinkle. And on to the final donut. Everything's really hard because it's so small. And I got big hands, so try not to act like a bowl in a china shop. I'm going to do some chocolate, but I'm going to dot it. Boom. Put some candy on top. And just like that, our donuts are finished. Now, let's try them. All right. This one's more edible than the hamburger one. This one's pretty good. Strawberry's the way to go. That one was really good. I like that one. Well, that was it. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.